Hello everyone, welcome back. In the previous video, we implemented this products page where we are displaying the pretty images with the original description and original name, right? So now the time is to purchase this product, right? So I want to make this available for the user so they can purchase this product, right? And here I'm going to implement a modal, right, where there is a button for where user will click on this buy now, and a modal will be appeared, and in this modal user can this product information will be filled, and user can purchase this using the using its using the points, right? So now let's implement this, and it's very interesting concept, right? So just go here and let's close this one, and here whenever we have some products, right? So these products have all product have should be a unique id, and we will open a modal from this one, right? So now let's first open a modal. So now let's go to the official website of Bootstrap. So here I'm going to choose a modal from there, read the docs, modal, okay, and examples, modal, launch modal, yes. We need a simple one, right? So just go here, and we also let me add the button, and we will remove this button later because we are going to open this through the jQuery, right? Okay, here we have this product, and I'm going to, when user will click on this button, so here I want to add a class of buy now button, right? And here I'm going to paste this after this navbar, right? So we can paste anywhere, so make sure that this be available in the same page, right? Even you can add this into the other pages, right? But this should be in the same container, right? Otherwise it wouldn't display. Okay, and here we have example model. So let me change this to with the product, or we can say that buy now modal, right? So buy now modal label, and here this would be the buy buy now, or we can display the product name here later on, right? So here I'm going to make this empty, and here buy now modal heading, right? So make this buy now modal heading, and this right here we will display the our content, right? So before this, let me call this modal here, check that is it working, refresh it, yes, click on this launch a modal, it's not to click any more. So let me add this inside this section. No, we don't need to add this inside section because here we have a nav, this nav bar menu, and this section. So we need to add this inside the section, it should work, right? We just add this at the bottom. Click on this modal, no, it's it didn't display the modal, right? So now let me check that why it's not working. So this should be the, yes, modal, and this one is not the Bootstrap 5 modal, right? So let me check that what's the Bootstrap version we are using. It's a Bootstrap 5, right? So we need to pick the Bootstrap 5 model, right? So this is no, this one is Bootstrap 5 model, BS is there, BS dismiss, and like this. So why it's not to, oh, I change its heading, right? So let me add this same ID here, refresh, and click on this, and yes, now this one is now visible, right? And I'm going to remove this button, right? I'm going to remove this button. I will use this buy now button, which is added at the top. So I will use this buy now button to open this modal. So when someone click on this buy now button, right? So let's go here and add a script, right? I want to add the scripts, right? So here there is a better way to add a script into the new blade, right, where we will store all of our scripts, and then we will include this script into our this blade, right? So here I'm going to call the create an includes folder inside this site, right? And here I'm going to store the what's the file name. It should be the scripts dot blade dot php, right? So here I will store all of the script and include this script here, right? So let me add this out here, include, and this would be the site dot include dot scripts, right? So now if I go here and add some script to alert hello, so this should be visible here, right? Hello. Okay, so now here whenever someone first we need to check that our page is successfully loaded, right? So document dot ready function, and this would be like this, right? So this will basically check that our page is properly loaded, then it will execute the script. So here when someone click on this buy now button, uh, buy now btn dot click, right? And after this click here I want to send the ajax call, right? When someone click on this buy now button, this would be the class, right? And when someone click on this buy now button, so I want to display the modal after sending the ajax call to the server and then return the response back, right? Okay, or we can also open the directly modal, but here in this case we want to get the we want to send the product id to the server and then fetch the detail from the server and return the back and display this into the modal, right? So that's the case. And here I'm going to write $ajax, right? So but I will copy this out from there somewhere and then I will paste this out. So let me paste the modal, right? This one is id. Okay, so I have already written this line here, so I want to show you here. I'm going to copy this stuff because I don't want to waste too much time by explaining the simple things. So this would be inside the maybe in the users. Okay, and yes, we have an ajax call, right? $ajax. So copy this one, go back, and here I'm going to paste this out. Don't worry, I will explain this to you that how it's working. Okay, okay, like this. This this should be like this. Okay, so basically here we are sending the ajax call. So why we use the ajax call? We are going to send the our request to the server without the page refresh. So that's why we are using the jQuery ajax call. So you can directly use the javascript ajax call, it's totally up to you, but I'm a big fan of this jQuery, so that's why I'm using this jQuery, right? And here you can define your type, either you are submitting some form or you are getting some values. So we are using the get form, and here we need the route, right? So what should be the route? So in our case we don't have any route for now, so we'll create this later, right? So this should be site dot single, right? Site dot single, and here we will accept the id, right? Id of our product, and we will gather this id from top. This would be product id, right? And then we need to send this and then print this out, that what we are getting from the server console. Oops, what I'm doing, data, right? And we don't have any table, so don't need to draw this out. And then display, you can display the toast here, console. Oops, what the hell is this? Why I'm doing this again and again? Console.log data, or you can make this more respond, or you can display this error. Okay, and here we need this product ID, right? So now if I go here, here we are getting the this one is, there is a buy now button, this one is a buy now button, right? So we here we have product object, right? So our ID is stored in this object, right? I want to store this, so here if I want to store this ID, so I'm going to use this data, and here I will store my ID. So stretchy sign, so here we have product, and just simply get this product ID, and we store this in the data ID. So how we can fetch this data ID? So simply when someone click on this buy now button, so we can get the product ID by clicking on this uh, this dot data, and here we pass the ID, right? So I'm referencing this ID, right? So this one is used to you can get the value from this one even whenever we are clicking on this one, so that's why we reference this, and we call this data because we stored this inside the data attribute, and then we pass the ID, we want to collect the ID. Okay, and if I go here and let me alert this out, is it responding to the right one? So let me close this out, refresh it. Oh, something is went wrong because we don't have the single product route. So let me create the first route, go here, and let's space this out. We have we don't need to add the site, I will remove this. So I have added the name, so single, and then here we need to accept the ID. Okay, and this would be the open, okay, open single product, right? And site dot to single. Okay, so now let's create this method inside this controller public function, and then accept the ID here, and ID, and here I'm going to find this ID, right? Find this ID here, product. Okay, find this ID. You can directly use find or fail method here to show the exact you can show the default 404 message to the user, right? But if you want to throw the custom message, you can use this your own way, right? So I want to use this if product not found, so I want to display some message, return response in the JSON format, or we can directly use this like this JSON response, and I want to display the message of or I don't want to add this inside the message. I want to simply use this product to, I want to return the product and then return with the oh my god, here I'm going to want to display the error, right? So just write the error. This would be the product not found, or you can say that unable to find the product, right? Here just display the 404 or 42, right? 404 is more descriptive because our product can find, right? And here you can also return the response like response and product, and here you can pass a 201, which is a success code, right? And this one is the error code, so it will if this error will be thrown, so this will be catered here in the error, otherwise this success will be catered inside the success function, right? Okay, here we are reading our ID. So now let's give it a refresh. Yes, click on this one. No, it's we didn't click this out, right? So by now btn, let me make sure that is it correct. By now btn, and this should be the class by now btn. document already. Why now click and it's working fine. Why it's not working? Okay, let me open the tag here. Console, we have error dollar is not defined, right? So you know that why this one is throwing, because our jQuery is isn't present, right? So now let's jQuery CDN. If you have some jQuery files, you can add the jQuery file, right? So I mostly prefer to use jQuery CDN, right? So it's easy way to simply add this CDN and our jQuery will work. Okay, so let's reload this, refresh it again. Okay, my about one is not working, so I'm going to the jQuery. You can visit jQuery official website, or you can visit this with the Google. Oh my god, my internet is very slow. Okay, copy this from there. Oh, it's a very old and it's a Celsius. Yes, it's different one, right? So this one is not the correct one. Let's go here. It's also older one. Close this one, go back, go to the jQuery official website. I mostly use a grepper. It will highlight all of the CDN, all of the best answer at the top. So I didn't visit the whole website, right? And yes, it's highlighting this jQuery here, chat GPT, right? And before this, here I want to add this. So in the product, before including this out, I want to add this. Refresh it. Oops, not this one. Refresh it. Yes, yes. Click on this buy now, and yes, we are getting the ID, right? So we are successfully able to get the ID. And here, if I visit this out, and yes, we are displaying the information here because we are using this console.log here, right? So now I want to display this inside the I want to display this inside this Modal.